Alright guys, hello, welcome back to another video. Today we have this 1993 Yamaha YZ125. As you can tell, it's kind of a basket case. It's not fully put back together. I have a lot of parts in these two boxes for the bike. So owner said that he did a top end rebuild. I mean, I do see new gaskets, but I don't know how much I want to trust that everything is good on it. I kind of want to dig into it myself, make sure everything is good. Probably take apart the engine. I don't think it needs a full rebuild, but I mean, it has pretty decent compression, but I still want to check it out, take it apart myself, and just make sure everything is good. Guess we just got to dig into it and see. I hope we don't run into too many surprises on it. Got the tank and the seat off. I'm gonna drain the coolant next. There's that. Oh, jeez. Look at this. I just took off the exhaust and all of that came out. Alright, next I'll probably take off the radiators and all the hoses just to clear up some more space real quick. I think I want to check, make sure that the bike actually has spark. I do see spark. It's probably too bright for you guys to see, so that's good. I want to check compression. We're at 125, which isn't the greatest, but it's not bad either. It should definitely run at 125, but it's good. It's starting to go down, so we'll see what the top end looks like. I'm gonna drain the oil real quick. Oh, that was already really loose. That does not look great. So there's like nothing coming out almost, and that looks pretty milky. What the heck? If you guys can see that, that is not good. That looks like a lot of metal shavings in there. Well, I guess it's a good thing we didn't start it. All right, so this is pretty much all that came out of it. And that does not look great. It's already looking pretty bad for this bike, not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't know what to expect once we dig into it. I guess let's start taking it apart. I'll take off the rear wheel first. All right, got the carb coming off. Here's where I'm at. Got the carb off, got the subframe off, get the head off now. That looks pretty good. No pitting or anything, but there is oil buildup. Cylinder, from what I could see, looks pretty good. So we're on this side now. I'm gonna take off the power valve cover. I guess I gotta take it off. So, there we go. Swing arm is off. Right now the engine should come out. There you go. Nice. All right, so this is where I'm at right now. I got the engine kind of set up over here. I took off a few things like the shifter, the kickstart, the front gear guard. Took off the reeds, which those are in good condition, no cracks, nothing like that. So I'll take off the clutch cover, the water pump cover, and the other cover next. Clutch. Got a few parts that came in. I got the clutch holder. I got the flywheel puller. I also bought an impact driver just in case. Case splitter was supposed to come in with all of these, but of course something happened to the shipping on that. I loosened this bolt. I used the penny method, stuck a penny between the two gears, and I loosened that up. Oh yeah, and a few things I noticed. The washer that's supposed to hold the nut in was not bent up by the previous owners, so that probably would have ended up coming loose while driving it. Yeah, it was not bent up at all, as you could see. So this should come out now. There's a washer on that side. Then the clutch basket come out next. And then there's the bearing
All the gears look good, no broken gears, nothing like that. Here's the bearing, that looks good. And then there is another washer. There we go. Taking out the shift fork next. So that just came out. I'm gonna take off the kickstart assembly next. That comes right out. Alright, so there's that. Washer. And there's another circlip on the back side. Alright, let's get this flywheel off next. There we go. Alright, so that's loose now. Now let's get our flywheel puller. Okay, that should be off now. Flywheel is now off. So now we can get this off. Stator. Now that comes right out. Alright, nothing seems out of the ordinary over here. The seal looks good. There's the Woodruff key. Alright, so the flywheel puller and the clutch holder, they did their thing, so those worked good. The crank spins smooth. So I was messing around with it a little more, playing with it. I moved it to the side and it has no up and down place, so crank is in decent condition. Transmission feels nice and smooth. There's no binding over there. Guess let's get this gear off next. Alright, so got that gear off. All seems to be in good condition. There we go. Taking off that bolt. Alright, nice. That's out just like that, and there's that. Yeah, so that's fully taken apart on the clutch side. I can tell that this seal is not seated properly. It's a little raised over here. Probably means that it's not sealing properly, which could explain all of the oil on the swing arm. And then I gotta see, I'm probably gonna replace all of these seals. I should have new ones already for it. The only ones I might not have, because the last owner said he replaced this seal. So this might be the only one that I do not have. I'm gonna take apart the power valves next. This bolt was loose, so that's kind of weird. I think this should be able to come off. There's that. And on this side, I already took off this little cover, but there is a little hex screw in there. Looks like this power valve comes out just like that. Alright, so there's one side. Alright, I was finally able to get this side out. I just had to hammer it out. So that came out. And then here's the seal part of it. That kind of slips on like that. It's not going back on properly, but I think I should have a new seal for it anyways, so I'll probably just replace that. But now I can clean these nicely. And then I can also hone out the cylinder. I actually looked at it a little closer. I don't know if you guys can tell, but right there, there's some scoring going on. But other than that, the cylinder does look fine. There's nothing else too concerning besides those. So I got the case splitter and the crank puller in. So now I can finally split the cases. And I'm pretty sure that is it. There's nothing left. Everything that could come out is out. So now I just gotta take out all of these bolts and then we could split the cases. So now we can get the crank splitting tool on there, kind of try to find whatever holes line up the best and most even, which I would say these are probably the best for it. We can get this in. Alright, that should be good for all of them. Alright, so now we could start pulling. Okay, it is already splitting. You do want it to split evenly, so alright, it seems like this is splitting really easy, so I might back this off real quick. and move this one over here just to lift this one up better. See if we have any better luck this way. There we go. Case is split. So far, everything looks all right. All right, so here's where we're at. I can just pull this right out. It looks like that bearing came with it. Bearings seem good, smooth. Both bearings came out with it. No up and down play, it's moved smoothly. So the crank seems like it's in decent condition. So that's good. Let's get the transmission out next. So let's pull this out. Okay, so that was in there like that. This one goes up here. The shift fork down here. So that's that side. Let's get this side out. There we go. And that one goes like that. I think this should come out now. Don't know why that's not coming out, but we can get the transmission out next. Let's zip tie these together so they don't fall apart on me. And then I'll take a pick with a flat bottom. I'll put it under that last gear. Should be able to just slide it all out. Perfect. There we go. Set that in there. So that's the transmission. This has a little washer on it, the drum. Here's the inside of this case. Doesn't look too bad. There's this little mark. I don't know what it is. It almost looked like someone hit a screwdriver into here, but I don't know if there's any oil that goes in this section, so I think that's fine. All the bearings seem pretty good. Yeah, this crank seal was not in all the way. And let's see this side. All the bearings seem in good condition. This seal was good, seated properly. Everything else looks fine for the most part. Just got to clean it up a little bit. Transmission, see how that looks. I don't see too much wear going on. Yeah, no broken teeth, no missing teeth. So overall, not too bad. So I'll clean everything up real nice, and then we could start assembling it back together. Then we should have a good running engine. I have to take apart the carb as well, make sure everything is good there. Make sure the proper jets are in there so it runs right. But I think this is where I'm gonna end it off for the first video. Just have everything disassembled here. Next video, I'll probably clean everything up, and then we'll start reassembling everything. Hopefully I remember where everything goes. Anyways, here's a look at all of the parts. There's the crank case, one half. Here's the other half. A little dirty. Need to clear out all the oil, but honestly, with all the metal shavings, I don't really see too much. Nothing is really concerning, like no damage or anything, so that's definitely a good thing considering the way that the oil looked when it came out. And then here's all the top end components. Power valves, cylinder, the head, piston. This is the piston that came out of it. But yeah, not too bad, not too bad. And then I have all the parts in these little bags over here. So that's the full teardown of this engine. I have the bike right over here. And all the other parts over there. I have the carb over there. I need to dig into that. Stay tuned for the next video to drop of putting it back together. That'll be fun and interesting. Hopefully we don't run into too many issues and it starts up right away. So we'll see. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.